Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Priyanka Neela Krishnan Show with me, Priyanka. Hope you're all staying happy, safe, and secure. This is Enterprise Security Series, episode 28. And our today's topic, you downloaded a model, you don't know what's in it. The open model you pulled this morning can run code on your machine the moment you load it. And that's exactly what we are going to discuss in this episode. Let's get started. A note before I start, everything here is my own opinion and my own read of public research. It is not the position of any employer, past or present, and nothing in it is confidential to any company I've worked for. Let's get started. The open model you pulled this morning to try something out, it can run code on your machine the moment you load it. Not run inference, but run code, whatever the author wanted. I am Priyanka Neela Krishnan. I am an enterprise data security product leader, author, and speaker. Some of my books include Autonomous Data Security, Jailbreaking LLMs, Problem Pioneering. I build security products, and today is about the AI model supply chain. The uncomfortable fact that you usually have no idea what is actually inside the model you just downloaded. Here is a real one. A model shows up on the biggest open model hub, dressed up as a fresh release from OpenAI. It climbs to number one trending. It racks up 244,000 downloads in 18 hours before anyone takes it down. It was not OpenAI. The loader ran some decoy code that loaded like a legitimate model loader and then quietly kicked off an infection chain. Everyone who loaded it ran it. Here is the core mistake we all make. You treated a model file like data. It behaves like code. Let me set the scene. The Open Model Hub has become the NPM of AI. Over 1 million models, anyone can upload, anyone can download, and the barrier to entry is essentially zero. That openness created enormous value for everyone building with AI. It also created an attack surface that is structurally identical to the one that turned NPM and PYPI into supply chain breach vectors. Same trust model, same problem. And the default model format makes it worse. Loading a model is not just reading a big pile of numbers. Depending on the format, it can execute code on the way in. How much of this is already out there? The numbers are not small. One security firm scanned over 4 million models on the main hub and found roughly 352,000 unsafe or suspicious issues across more than 51,000 models. This is not a handful of bad apples. That fake OpenAI model I mentioned, 244,000 downloads before removal. Just imagine, 244,000 downloads before removal. Number one trending. That is the reach a single malicious upload can get. And the mechanism underneath it all, the default model format can execute arbitrary code the instant you load the file. Load equals run. That is the whole problem in 3 words. Load equals run. Here is how a model file turns into remote code execution, RCE. 3 pieces. 1. The Pickle problem. The default serialization format for models can vary executable instructions and not just weights. So they carry the executable instructions and not only the weights. When you load the file, those instructions run automatically. A simple model load can open a reverse shell back to an attacker or quietly exfiltrate data off your machine. Number 2, scanner bypass. The hubs do scan for this, but attackers compress the payload in ways that break the scanner, and the main open source Pickle scanner has shipped with its own bypass bugs. So a clean scan is not a guarantee of a clean model. I repeat, a clean scan is not a guarantee of a clean model. Number 3, typosquats and trust flags. A model name that is one character off from a popular one catches the developer in a hurry. On a single setting, trust mode code set to true hands a malicious model full code execution with no clever tricks required at all. So, here's the reframe. A model is an untrusted artifact until you prove otherwise. I repeat, a model is an untrusted artifact until you prove otherwise. Traditional software composition tools were built to inspect libraries, dependency manifests, and container images. They were not built for model weights. The AI supply chain is years behind the traditional one in oversight and tooling, and the attackers know it. That gap is exactly what they are working. So, treat a downloaded model the way you would treat a downloadable executable from a stranger on the internet. Exactly the same. Treat it the same way. Just like how you treat an downloaded executable from a stranger. Because functionally, that is what it can be. The implicit trust we place in a friendly community hub is precisely the thing these campaigns are designed to exploit. Why now? Because the attackers are already here. This is not a forecast. Researchers have documented models that open reverse shells to hard-coded addresses, fake vendor repos pulling hundreds of thousands of downloads, and poisoned agent skill registries pushing credential-stealing malware. The campaigns are live, and the whole ecosystem around it is under the same pressure. Compromised AI packages on PyPI and NPM have harvested API keys for major AI providers straight off developer machines, the same machines where all your AI development is concentrated. The JavaScript world learned this in a very, very hard way. I tell you, over years of malicious packages and type squatting, the AI ecosystem is speedrunning that exact lesson right now with far less tooling to catch it. 4 moves to secure the model supply chain. Number 1, prefer safe tensors. Use the safe format that loads data only, with no code execution path. If a model does not offer a safe tensor variant, treat that as a signal to inspect it manually before you trust it. Number 2, pin by commit hash. Never reference a model by name alone in production. Pin a specific verified revision so a swapped or type squatted upload cannot quietly slip into your pipeline. Number 3, never blindly trust remote code. Default that trust remote code flag to off. Turning it on is quite literally handing an unknown author the ability to run code on your infrastructure. Number 4, scan and vet before load. Run model artifacts through security scanning and treat the hub as untrusted source, not as a trusted vendor. The same rigor you apply to a third-party code applies here as well. Here is a reframe. We spent years learning to be careful about the code we install. Pin versions, check dependencies, scan packages. Then we started downloading models by the million and loading them like they were just data files, like nothing inside could possibly run. A model is an artifact that can execute, so vet it like one. One question for your team. For the open models running in your stack right now, Can you tell me the format, the source, and whether anyone actually checked them before they got loaded? If the answer is we just installed it and that is the project, and that is the next 5 episodes, maybe I would dive deeper into that, like multi-agent delegation, secrets, SaaS integrations, access reviews, and the model supply chain. Different surfaces, but same lesson: identity, access, and data are the foundation everything in AI security stands on. I am Priyanka Neela Krishnan. I'm an enterprise data security product leader, author, and speaker. Some of my books include Autonomous Data Security, Jailbreaking LLMs, and Problem Pioneering. Subscribe, stay subscribed, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, this is me, Priyanka. Stay safe, stay secure.